What's up, YouTube? This is Radio Station here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So we're going to go ahead and react to the sixth episode of Shinchou Yuusha. この Yuusha が俺、トゥエーくせにShinchouする otherwise known as the cautious hero. Alright, so Alright, so I like what they did with the god of destruction, and then of course I think it's the god of war. They kind of switched the stuff around, I guess. If I'm not mistaken, the goddess of war is someone who is just such an emo, and then the gods. Oh, okay, the goddess of war is an emo, and the goddess of destruction is just someone who is just foolhardy and just like it's not really per se like really negative, like always has a negative vibe. It's just more like she's just hot tempered, which is would be more forgettable. So I like the sort of switch around here. And what happened to that guy? Let's just say here, she just got like, oh, I forgot what her name was. What? Give me a sec. This is, yeah, Athenalia. I think that based on what it says, she gets turned into a fucking shoujo sort of thing, and then she turns from she goes from Watamote to your traditional shoujo trash MC to fucking Mirai, like to fucking Yuki from Mirai Nikki. That's what she turned into, and it's called the Seiya effect. It takes time. It takes a few days to set in. Well, how it transforms gods into even like the strongest, the mightiest of gods, whatever. I mean, reincarnated or not, like into something else. I mean, I do like how Cersei's like did have his spirit rejuvenated. Like we saw how broken he got. He was like from the previous episodes, and then like training Mash just kind of uplifted his fighting spirit because like because because it's like training your little, it's the good old thing that he likes, training a yup and upcoming lad like Mash to be stronger. That's why he is back into spirits. Hopefully Seiya doesn't mess with him again. I swear to God, it'd be so fucked up if it happened, but I think Seiya's done with it, but then man, so I don't see that coming. But to jump into it, so Mash is able to turn into is able to transform dragon. So he's part so he's like a Beast Boy, Well, Beast Boy can just turn into any animal. Mash can only turn into a dragon. Well, it looks like a dragon, but they look more like what scaly parrots or lizards or so forth, or reptilians or so. They look more like lizard men, honestly. But Eru is going to be turned into a weapon via sacrifice. I've seen this before. Hopefully they gag the shit out of this to make it good. But damn, that shit kind of got dark. She got to sacrifice stuff. We don't need more people now. Oh, well, it's okay if the villains die as long as it's in a goofy sort of, in a gag sort of manner, because that's how the show runs. But we'll see how this goes. I am genuinely looking forward to this. So on that note, so Valkyrie's the goddess of destruction, and and you'd have to think she's a goddess of war. So yeah. Anyways, okay, so that one's done. Okay, so got the right one here, and hopefully this doesn't fuck up or anything. But let's get this started. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn go to click up this episode 6, guys. So give me a sec. Just try and see. Okay, so that's is everything running all right? So okay. Just kind of checking a little bit. All right, let's get this started. Alrighty. Also, this is not kid friendly, guys. Alright. From now on, if you're underage, I don't want to go and do this age restriction thing because it's stupid. All right, unless if frankly, even the really suggested parts that are supposedly not for kids are going to be censored out. I mean, except for me cut swearing, which by it's upgrade, your kids gonna have to be good. They're gonna have to realize they're gonna be swearing at some point. And more importantly, keep your kids to kids too. Okay, I don't know why it, I could ramble about YouTube all day, but I'm not for this particular video. So let's just begin here. I rather I rather have some positive vibes. Anyways, 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, what? Okay, I messed up. 1, 2, 3. Let's jam. Wanna get that twee on, man? Right? That was bad. I apologize. Exactly what was said. Exaction. Is Exaction an actual name? Like in real, like used name in real life? Or is that just something just made up, or it's just some sort of wordplay? Trampling one castle after another. That's a dark look. No, that's a MDI look that she gets. There always has to be a sacred weapon. Always has to be this one, the sacred weapon. I do like the design of that gateway though. I mean, at least Eugino did not need to die to become a sword. Spoilers. To anyone who to anyone who has not watched Alchemization for some reason. Although I can get why. Oh, he's gone. Wait. Seiya did not say. Wait a minute. Seiya did not say that, oh, you should go ahead and become a sword. He did not explicitly say that. But I could tell how Lulu feels. You gonna check for poisoning? Okay. Okay, he's not gonna check for poisoning. He's checking for poison. Sarah was using the napkin. Funny enough. Someway, I feel like someway somehow Sarah's gonna hack through this. I'm tempted to drop the joke, but I'm not. This is just overboard though. No, Sarah's not having it. Oh well, that's an excuse. Well, finally said something. It always had to be sacred. Just like no one said, like, wait, are you sure it's gonna defeat him? Are you 100% sure? Like someone had to bring the gag up and say I did it. Nice. Oh. Ah, so okay, there's a reason why Seiya. There has to be a reason why Seiya was, rubbing his, his napkin. Just stack them all. Okay, yeah, yep. What? Not only is it rainbow, it's so crystal clear color. What the hell? No. Up. What? Oh, this is more like it. Ordinary sword. Just to make sure. Just to make sure, because you don't trust them dragons. Yep, yep, yep. Ah! Ah! The listener is just like, what the fuck? Uh-oh. Mm. But he gave you a warning, right? Sure. Sure. I'll do. Does he have regenerate? Yep. Yep. Regenerate. Oh, okay, never mind. She just upped their defenses. Oh, those speed pills, like he's doping. Sure. Of course he has a spare. Of course he has a spare. I wonder how this gonna look. Yo, what's up? Oh, Does say I have one more thing up his sleeve? Or is that attack actually affecting? Oh, okay, so he was just pushing her back. Okay, so that's what's happening. Because apparently she cannot fly while she's in that defense form. Baggage carrier is not the most honorable term, but it's better than scum. Let's be real here. That means he does care. You gonna stop or not? Of course he was gonna. Of course he knows that was gonna happen. Nope. Oh, it's a princess carry. I wonder. Wait, okay. The cop. He knows about yokai. What the? Okay, so he is. Well, I'm pretty sure he did come from Japan, but it's kind of nice to see a Giga guitar reference. Isn't it kind of funny? She herself. Did you see how smoothly she did that though, without seriously injuring Ilu though? Win-win. It's just like, no, it's a win-win. That's how I say it. All right, dismissed. Class dismissed. It's one of those It's one of those tales romance got going on here. That's pretty adorable though. He could care less for the sappiness here. Yeah, so what? Don't worry, it grows back pretty quickly. 100, okay, maybe a few hundred hairs of the thousands of hair follicles we got. I don't think we should worry about it. Hmm. Yeah. Hoodwinked, led astray. Yeah. I figured. I didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, nah, it cannot be just like Exasio right there. He made shit. Gonna be okay. Hmm. Uh-oh. What's the problem now? Ooh, something's cooking as it seems. Damn. What the damn, that just looked like Berserk. Did we just get something, a scene from Berserk or so? What? Oh damn, alright. Alright. At least no moans about. There's no bones about it for this part. Um that episode went pretty kind of a bit dark. Not too dark. It's not like ReZero or anything, but uh there's what do I want to take? Of course, Seiya's was gonna be able to come through with this. I like the way like Exaction, like yes, you can actually create a sword from the flesh and blood, but it has to be some specified soul, I guess, to make an actual Exaction. But to cover up, Seiya basically, basically was able to be able to synthesize sword and say, oh, this is Exaction, and I don't think those lizardmen know what the Exaction sword looked like in the past. Actually, looks like. I mean, considering if it, I'm not so sure if it happened in the past or if this is the first time. Cause like, and Ristarte obviously knew, actually knew that it wasn't that. I mean, but it's typical say stuff. But if he was able, if there was a way to synthesize Ignacion, like if there was a plausible way at that time, he would have found out. But no, he just did a platinum sword plus to hoodwink, I've been bamboozled, hoodwink, led astray. Yeah, but if that sells, then sells. But that old dragon from whoever she is. The fact that she wanted to go that far. I mean, what really he had to play out the fact he had to kind of lie to them, and he almost got me too. Like to make sense that it requires the blood of the flesh and blood of a dragon kin to make sword. But of course, it shouldn't be just any old dragonkin. It had to be Elulu. But he was able to specify and tell him like, oh, are you sure like your what was it, like? Are you sure? Like, I'm pretty sure she would have sacrificed herself, like to save the country as well. But of course, we know that's probably not wasn't the case. But Seiya had to, kind of dope him so he doesn't want any more complications with them, to be sure. But let's talk about the whole thing that happened before. But of course, Elu was going to be all distraught about it. Seiya is, of course, I was like, the expectations that he pulled with the caution, all the precautions that he took, it was really justified. Like, even as much as over the top as it can be. But buying the seed, so he technically can dope in the middle of the battle. But well, I know it's something to use. I know it's something that you use in RPG to up your speed so you get more attack opportunities. But it still looks like doping in one, like straight up doping in one way or another. That's why I had to drop the joke right there, because usually you would just like, I'm thinking like like you see in RPG games, right? When you do this, the whole speed up a bit, an item to speed yourself up or an ability, it just looks like some sort of spell cast. But no, he just chucked this shit down. It looked like a hamster, and then just swallowed it, and then he gets the speed boost. The dread when that Goku, like the ultimate defense form. Now I'm not 100% clarified as to how he was able to damage her wings, but I'm guessing she was just able to damage his the issue. But I'm guessing that it just happened with the wind blade, that he was able to just damage that because knowing that she's got too much HP to just want to just one shot to just try to go and kill her right away. He decided to just go the indirect way, which was to ring out, put her on ring out. Now which is actually not normal in most RPG games. Honestly, it's there in fighting games though. It's there in fighting games because ultimately the defense form, which was like basically a golden dragon form, which kind of not that much, which kind of states how the golden dragon in the gateway. That kind of makes sense. He kind of just took advantage of that, and the whole gag is just like, oh, I just took a little bit of village here and mouse here and stuff, and I mix it with 100 strands of your hair. What? Okay, to be fair, okay. How much is I'm pretty sure 100 hair follicles is not losing 100 or a few hundred hair follicles is not gonna be like fucking doomsday for you. You're gonna grow them back, I'm pretty sure. And but considering that the loads of hair that Ristarte has, I don't think it's a problem. Maybe I'm sure, but I don't we have I'm pretty sure we have 1,000 hair follicles at one, at least a few thousand at one point. I don't remember how much the average human grows. Head how many the average number of hair follicles a person grows in a day has at one point in one moment. I mean, I could search it up, but I'll search it up. Average, average number of hairs on head. So yeah, average human head has like an average scalp. It has about 100,000 hair follicles. Average hair loss is about 100 strands a day. So Ristarte, don't worry about it. Do not fucking worry about it. Because you literally shed 100, maybe even more, depending on maybe if there's a genetic thing, or if genetic thing applies to gods. In a day, you should not fucking worry about it. Because unless if he means 100 bundles of hair follicles, when each follicle is a few hundred, then yeah, then I'd see a problem with that. But no, he just says 100 hair strands or something. So I don't see a problem. But it was still funny how the whole thing just went down. Just like, oh, just got a little bit of this and this to make the dragon, and then I just used you 100% of your hair. So it was just like, it's just like all you just need to do is, you know, it's like you just make the modest sort of speculated, you know, sort of. It's like how you make, like, you just make the exquisite stuff. You pick your stuff carefully, like, oh, you make gonna do it, but you still slather on the damn the same sauce. That, which is usually me. I will wholeheartedly admit to doing this kind of shit, and just slather on the damn sauce or dressing, whatever it is. And that's what Seiya does with her hair. She's basically her. She's basically his hair follicle vault of, you know, well, to synthesize stuff and make it divine looking and all that. The whole planning, I mean, I like the whole gags is on on Seiya taking precautions, and I was pointing out like why is he doing that, and then I'm just like, and then it just came together, like, oh, it makes sense. I was thinking like, isn't he gonna check for poison? And because like, and then I realized like, wait a minute, he was rubbing his mouth with with one of the napkins, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So it occurred to me. It occurred to me what happened, and it fully confirmed like what exactly he did with it. Like I was going to assume that he just pretended to eat it and just kind of spit it out, but no, he just kind of just upchucked it, which is the throw up was weird. It's rainbow throw up, yes, but it's a clarity one, the transparent one. It looks like a fucking waterfall, a small little waterfall at one point. That was the gag of it. And so he was able to do that. He was able to save Elu. That poor little thing. That poor little thing. Like, she did not deserve anything to be in that situation. Honestly, no one wants to be born to be just specified to be a sacrifice at any given moment. I don't care which anime what fucking fiction, like, you don't just settle for that. And I know it got all touchy and all, but of course, you know, Seiya's going to be like, oh, I addressed that part too. But he's literally he literally just kind of breaks the mold with that. It's not anything fantastic, but it's a nice thing that makes you laugh. I mean, hence the purpose of this series. But there is the part like when just before he goes and falls over to Master Lu, who got something going on. I kind of like that little cute, that adorable sort of, you know, interaction between Master and Lu. I mean, it's kind of the usual shit you get from most of Sappy Tales romance. I mean, even Ristarte kind of just pointed to that. Is just like, well, you do find love during adventures and all. But and then to finish it off, apparently there's some sort of they run into some sort of army. I'm not sure. Maybe I missed something. And apparently, I think Seiya and Co might be in trouble with something because they supposedly violated something, or what is it? And meanwhile, Demon Kings, the baddies are up to something, and we have that fucking, you know, like that head thing that just reminded me of how the ending of Berserk went. Watch original Berserk. It's a pretty good classic. Not the best in my opinion, but it's really good. But I mean, of course, it's popular. I'm sorry if I'm talking about, oh, it's just a good old show. It is pretty popular, I know, but this is a pretty fun. This one was it's a fairly fun episode. Of course, like, it's not as funny as it's just doesn't amount to as the amount of funny from the previous episode, which still did end kind of dark, the ending still kind of finished off with a dark note. I mean, but it was still fun to see like Seiya just kind of just like in that situation where he was able to just turn it around because of how the overly precautiousness of his. But now it's just like how is he going to be able to address? Now it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to be able to address this upcoming thing. You know, with the whole demon saying like now the heal will no longer be useful. Like, so what's going to happen here? We'll see. I mean, I find this really entertaining. Like, this is probably the best isekai the of the se- of this season, to be honest. And this is coming from me, who has kind of been overbaked from all these cheap isekais themselves. I'm not gonna say that this is particularly high on the budget. It is still kind of not that great in terms of the budget, but I guess it's a style. I'm not saying it's low, but it's just kind of like not up there with something like Boku no Hero Academia and all that. But it holds its own. I do think the sort of animation style they have, it actually sells so like I think I mentioned before, it sells the comedy even more. So that's something kind of note. Anyway, so that will do it for this edition of Shinchou Yuusha Reaction. So smash that like button if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're interested in getting notifications and updates to new content videos in this channel, just hit the bell icon below and sub if you have not yet. Also, check out links to the description of this video for links to my Discord server, my Patreon page, the other social media, the profiles on the other social media platforms that I use. You can also check out the other channels on YouTube that I support. You can also try to support me on PayPal. Like, the email will be there. I mean, until I get monetization back. But of course, monetization is kind of in question, considering the whole terms, the new YouTube terms and all that shit. But other than that, that'll do it for this edition of Anime Reaction. So until then, guys, we'll see you next time.